Small tricks and optimizations are the keys to setting the best time possible, but finding them often takes much more effort than you might expect. In the end, the biggest challenge isn't executing them, it's discovering them.
Still on that 1-800, hit me up for a good time. My shit bunched till it pushed me out of line. You can't spell my name without the dollar sign. Rainbow money, take whatever, yes I'm colorblind. It's that 1-800, hit my line. Let me 1-800 blow your mind. Wheels in the front, they some big toys. 2025 is the year of the it boy. Got a little money, yeah, got a little Bitcoin. She making me real quiet.
This is Elation, a beautiful track with a great driving flow. It's a 43-second long map that reminds me of one of the campaign tracks where I achieve my best placement across all campaigns. At first, it looks very simple, but you actually have to pay attention to every single corner to drive it properly. This map was created by one of the viewers of this channel, and when I first saw his work, I immediately knew that he always tries to create maps that are fun to play. His main goal is to create an enjoyable experience for players. I missed the checkpoint. This map was made by Psyber, and honestly, it was absolutely insane. I set a time limit of 20 hours. As soon as timer hits that mark, the challenge is over. Let's start with my order time run.
Move aside and let the man go through. Let the man go through. Move aside and let the man go through. Let the man go through. Move aside and let the man go through. Let the man go through. Move aside and let the man go through. Let the man go through. If I stole somebody else's wave to fly up, and if I rose up with the avenue behind me, some kind of verb, some kind of moving thing, something unseen.
That's a full speed turn, and I didn't realize after 50 minutes.
Rise to rise to rise.
Oh, improvement! I just wanted to improve, but I know that my ending is not good. I can gain so much at the start. Right now I have identified at least 3 sections where I can gain a significant amount of time. The start makes the biggest difference. When you jump to the higher part of the map, you have to release the acceleration to reduce your airtime. With good execution, you can gain around 0.15 seconds. In this small dirt section, you have to make the most of the dirt. If you move onto the grass too early, you will lose a lot of speed. And the last trick is interesting because paradoxically, you actually want more airtime. If you use this hill correctly, you can gain even more time. On this map, even the smallest detail can be game-changing.
Details matter.
This is the run where I focus on all 3 sections.
Move up and let the man go. Let the man go. Move up and let the man go. Let the man go. Move up and let the man go. Let the man go. Move up
The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5. Get ready for the next battle.
What?
Round 1. Fight! You lose.
It's pretty hard, not gonna lie.
Round 2. Fight! Double KO.
He was absolutely dominating this segment. To beat him, I have to go better in other parts of the map. And that would take some time. Yes! Finally! I think that this is very unlikely for me to reach 41 flat. I think I reached night peak already. After my last improvement, I spent hours chasing an unbeatable ghost, pushing my car to its absolute limit. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off. I kept making horrible mistakes and losing time. This corner was probably the most important part of the entire map. I just couldn't figure it out how to take it properly. Every time I reach it, I couldn't get the same grip that other players did. For some reason, when the rally cars start drifting in this specific way, it gains more grip, allowing you to take the corner faster without sliding. In my PB run, I reached the checkpoint at 253 speed because of this turn. Deco's PB reached the same checkpoint at 262 speed. A difference that big is absolutely brutal. After almost 5 hours without any improvement, I decided to stop driving over and over again, hoping for a run where the corner would just be slightly better than the previous one. I had to understand how it actually worked. I opened the map editor and removed this checkpoint so I could practice the corner more efficiently. For tens of minutes, I kept trying to understand how to do it consistently, but nothing worked. I even switched to controller to see if it would make any difference. It didn't. It seemed like I simply couldn't figure it out the secret behind this corner. But then I had one last idea. Earlier I mentioned that this map reminded me of an older official campaign track. There was one trick I had discovered on that map that made a huge difference in speed. A simply and quick AD wiggle. And then, out of nowhere, this happened. After 19 hours and 6,000 attempts, it was time to find out if I found a way or not. I would have been so disappointed if I had to stop now. After this huge discovery, I knew I had to keep pushing because I was sure I could do so much better. Even though I wasn't sure if it would be enough to get my first world record, reaching second place became a must. That was my only goal for the rest of the challenge. A few hours after my last improvement, I found another section where I could gain some time. At the start of the track, I immediately switched to the action key for better car control. But for some reason, if you take this tiny turn with 100% steering, you actually gain a bit of time. After 25 hours of total playtime, I improved again to 41.082, only 0.014 seconds away from second place. It was pretty devastating, but I knew I couldn't stop now. I was just too close to reaching my goal. After 34 hours and almost 11,000 attempts, I finally had the run I had been waiting for. 41.024, a time good enough for a second place, just 0.073 seconds away from the world record. I think I can still improve this time by a few hundredths of a second, but the world record still feels very far away. But maybe this chapter isn't over yet. In my PB run, I was slightly ahead before this corner, but Nate simply took it better. Overall, his run is just incredibly strong for my current skill level. But maybe, in the future, I will try again to reach my first world record. I'm very grateful that you gave this video a chance, and I hope you enjoyed your stay. If you want to see the story behind the trick I mentioned in this video, you can click the card in the top right corner. And if you want to see how this map was built, I will leave a link in the description. Cyber did an amazing job and he truly deserves all the credit. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay cool.